Today we'll see about verbal and we'll try to understand what should be your strategy as far as CMAT verbal is concerned. Now, if you look at the analysis from last 3 years, 16, 17 and 18, one thing is very much short is that the reading comprehension weightage is going to be around about 15 questions. So this comes to around about 60% of your total paper. And now if you look at the another segments, right, which are like these ones, wherein you have FIJ, synonym, antonym, wherein you have the idioms, word analogy, meaning of phrases and grammar and all that. Now that depends, what kind of a student you are. If you're pretty much good with these things, then I think your life is a little bit more sorted. But if you're not, then I would kind of advise you to prepare a lot on the reading comprehension front, because having 60% weightage from RC, it's a really big thing, right? Now let's talk about your reading comprehension. Now, as far as the RCs are concerned, the strategy, rather the analysis go like this. You'll get either 3 paragraphs or you'll get rather 3 to 4 reading comprehension paragraphs you will be getting, and this will constitute around about 15 questions. Now if you look at the actual level of difficulty of all these paragraphs, trust me, it's easy. There is no rocket science. You will surprised that CET paragraphs are actually tougher than the CMAT paragraphs. So the level of difficulty is going to be easy. Now there is a trade-off here. So when I say the level of difficulty is easy, there is a catch in here, is that some questions of yours are going to be inference based. So if you look at out of these 15 questions, right, you will see around about 4 to 5 questions, they will be on a level of inference based, but not exactly inference based. I would say that you would need a bit of time to understand them. So you will have questions like purpose of the paragraph. You will have a questions wherein they'll ask you what's the style of the author. They'll ask you about the argument. They'll ask you about the tone of the author. Something like that. What author wanted to say, right? This can be an inference based question, though these are all the straightforward ones. So if you look at round about 4 to 5 questions will be in this fashion, and the rest of questions will be fact based. But you'll be seeing around about 3 to 4 reading comprehension. Now out of these 3 to 4, what's going to happen is basically you will have one reading comprehension which is going to be really lengthy, like more than 500 words. There will be one RC which is going to be the squat one, wherein it's going to be like very short, around about 8 to 9 lines. You will get around about 2 RCs like that. So 2 RCs will be the squat ones, and the worth RC will be the middle one. I mean, it should be around about 300 word as such, right? And then 15 questions will be divided into this 3 to 4 paragraphs, something like that, right? So this is going to be your ideal structure as far as your CMAT is concerned. And again, as I said, right, you got to be very good as far as your reading comprehension is concerned, because this is where you will be scoring a lot. So if you're giving, right, say maximum time, or rather say if you're giving 2/3 of your time on the RC front, you will get a good time to read all the RCs, and because of this reading you will get to know the stuff, right? If you follow my strategy of RC reading, and how do you kind of narrow down the reading comprehension, with that strategy I can definitely guarantee you that you'll be able to score around about 12 questions or 15. Now, but yeah, the one condition is that you have to spend some good time on the reading comprehension thing. Now, what you should be doing as far as the other categories are concerned, these things are concerned, my sincere advice to you will be, if you have been preparing for exams like SNAP, ZAT, IFT and all that, you might find this segment out here a bit easy to moderate. But if you're somebody who is only and only preparing for CMAT, then guys, it might be a bit tough for you. But trust me, as far as the synonym and antonyms are concerned, the meaning of phrase is concerned, grammar, word analogy, they're not that tough. They're going to be easy to moderate, to be very honest. Even if you start going through the previous paper, and even if you kind of been reading, and if you have a good, not a good, but then decent hold on the verbal ability, I think then you should be able to kind of match to it. Because when I talk about idioms, even if I leave this entire segment, analogy is something that you can understand, because you've got an X in here, you've got an Y in here, and then they're asking Z ke sath kya jayega. So once you understand this relation, you'll be able to understand this relationship, that's for sure. Fact, inference and judgment, I'm going to be on an easy level. It's not going to be like cat level what we used to get earlier 5 years back. So that's going to be there. Word analogy is going to be easy. Meaning of phrases, tough to crack. If you know it, then only you know it. Otherwise you can leave that, because there is a negative marking. Grammar is going to be on an easy level. You don't have to really work very hard as far as grammar is concerned. But yeah, my final verdict, as far as the CMAT is concerned, my final verdict will be, if you really want to score more, right? If you are looking for a good score as far as verbal is concerned, and if you want to attempt 18 to 20 questions, then guys, at any cost, you have to keep reading comprehension on the top, and you will have to score a lot as far as reading comprehension is concerned. So your target should be around about 15 questions. You should be kind of marking around about 13 questions, and whatever paper is left, these analogies and words, phrases and grammar and all that, you can target round about 7 questions. So this will kind of bring it to you 20 questions, but again, like couple of questions here and there. An ideal attempt as far as the verbal ability is concerned in CMAT, it's very much subjective. If you're really good, you can score around about 23 questions also. I mean, I'm talking about the attempt, I'm not talking about the accuracy here. But yeah, I think if you're not that great, if you're an average student, I think managing 15 questions on an accuracy of say 85 to 90%, I think that's a fair game for you guys, right? Then even if you're going a bit down in verbal ability, you can kind of pull yourself in quants, GK and the logical reasoning section. So yeah, verbal ability is going to be a bit tricky for you, but if you've been preparing for it, then I think it's going to be an easy thing for you. Alright, so that's all from my side, guys. I will be coming up with another video wherein we'll be talking about the GK and logical reasoning. So if you have not prepared, or if you want to prepare with me, or if you want to get the more knowledge about these things, then do subscribe to my channel. And if there is any doubt that you have, you can put the comment on the video. Thank you so much for your time, guys.